All right, everybody. Our next flex update for Las Vegas, well, and enhanced markets. So, flex program is controlled off of metrics. With our team at vegasflexteam.com, we watch these metrics closely and we pause our agents when they drop below them to get them above them. And that's where we've been successful is managing. We watch every single phone call, every metric to make sure that agents are continuing to be successful and catching when they're getting into a slump to help coach them out of that and get them producing at a higher level again. So this is an overview of the Flex program. So if you guys see here, Flex rewards top performers with growth. So there's expectations that we must hit standard performance metrics. Once you've hit those metrics, then you're good. But if you drop below them, you can actually get disengaged. Flex is not guaranteed. It is a very competitive program and worthwhile. I mean, it's worth competing. Our business has been grown tremendously off of it, and we're very thankful for our partnership of over 4 years now. And I love now that they are getting everything precise and down to a machine. So to not be disengaged, here's the things that you have to hit. So, this is kind of what I just hit here, but here we go. Standards for enhanced markets. Percentage of logged transactions. So to your target. So 100% long transactions target over 6 months. So our conversion is off of under contract and closed for 6 months from when we get a lead to going forward. We're responsible for it. It doesn't matter if it's a renter, a crazy cat lady, that realtor clicking on thing. Everyone in Flex is responsible for every lead we get. So our 6-month target is based off your connection count. The algorithm goes off of how many connections you got, where they're at. Each zip code's different. So no, every team is going to have a different connection target that they must hit for that 6 months based off of their algorithm of their what zip codes they're in and how they're performing in them versus the market-based pricing and the other Flex teams. Engaged transfer rate is the next one. You must be a 15% engaged transfer rate. We've almost been double that since inception. That will be going to pre-approvals, I think 10% in October. So no, that one is changing. We're very happy for that. Engaged transfer rate, what that means is that you a client opts in or they didn't opt out of Zillow Home Loans information on a lead. When it hits, then you have to get at least 60% of those, which I'll go over, transferred, or it's right there, Zillow Home Loans contact rate. So you must have at least 60% of those people transferred to them. That's your contact rate that they get in contact with them. And then it was based on that 15% of those had a engaged transfer rate. So a 90-second conversation with the LO recorded triggers that your engaged transfer rate is met. Next is answer rate. This is changing too, but as of right now, answer rate, you must have at least 60%. So you can't just not answer calls. You are graded on that for real-time tours and for the live connections. You must be above 60% for at least the last 3 months. Now this, they also just told us is going to be controlled by Follow Up Boss and your actual movement in Follow Up Boss, which is really cool. I think that's going to help things because people have issues. Sometimes phones have issues, carrier issues, things disconnect calls, and that counts against us. So this, with it actually being built into Follow Up Boss, is going to help. But currently, 60% answer rate, pay on time rate. We got this down to a science. Aaron handles all the files with us. He does everything for our agents with the payment forms to Zillow. Then that LPT pays them. So we never have issue on that. Same with closing doc submission rate. Which is that paperwork. Now you go to your operational health. So this is where it gets competitive. If your answer rate last 3 months was, for example, we'll just do this, was 40% or less than the minimum. If you're closing if you're paying on time, or any of those metrics are below, then you get a warning that first month. Any metric below for 2 consecutive months, you get at risk of disengagement. So if a partner has a red rating due to pay on time rate, they must fully pay overdue balances, of course. But if you have any of these things that you get put into disengagement, you would get a 30-day notice and possibly lose the contract. And so, no, this is real. We have never had a document like this to kind of outline how to make sure you don't hit it. But before the 16 new teams were just added to Flex, there was 11 at one time in Vegas. And then it went down to 6. Or 5 or 6, and another one just got disengaged end of last year, after 3 years. So it's real. It's not given. You have to earn it, you have to maintain it, and you have to be serious about it, but it's worth it for what it produces with the top quality clients that they're putting us in front of. So this is metrics and how to maintain not being disengaged with Flex. And we're very proud we're always on the top there. We have no stress on that because of how we ran our program and built it over the 4 years. So that's that. Love to have you guys as part of us. VegasFlexTeam.com. Check it out. I got a webinar in there for 39 minutes. I go over everything. I'm going to be adjusting it again because we've adjusted again certain things, but it goes over the splits, goes over our programs, our support, our training, everything like that, how we can make you more money. All right. Thank you.